All eyes were on Dublin for Leverkusen's unbeaten run to continue, but Atalanta and Ademola Lookman were not worried about that. Gasperini has transformed Atalanta, previous a yo-yo club, into European regulars since 2016 in arrival. But the one thing missing was a trophy. Atalanta had lost all three Coppa Italia finals under Gasperini, including last week to Juventus. They were fired up by biggest game in their history and came flying out of the traps. And no one than Nigerians Ademola Lookman had more great moments in the store as he bamboozled Tambosa before netting only the 6th European final hat-trick. The last was all the way back in 1975 in the Uefa Cup final by Job Heynckes of Borussia Mönchengladbach. And this time around, they are the first Italian side from the average teams, not from AC Milan, not from Juventus, not from Inter Milan, not from Napoli, but outside of the top four to emerge as winners of the Europa League champions. Congratulations to Ademola Lookman. Congratulations to Atalanta. And as for the unbeaten run, 51 games unbeaten, it still remains the record of all time in the history of football by Bayer Leverkusen and their coach, talking about Xabi Alonso. And this is how we're going to be starting the program this beautiful morning. Last week, we take a quick break with this video of how it happened last night. And when we come back, we'll start the game proper. Don't go nowhere. What a way to start a trophy-winning season, and also a way to end a very devastating season where they went to three different finals, and out of it, they got just one. And also, what a way to open the shelf of the European shelf, coming in from Europe, not from the local league, neither from any other major leagues, but from Europe. Congratulations to Atalanta. Congratulations to Nigeria. Welcome to P&B Sport. My name is Ridon Musago, RMJ, and I'll be your host and guide this beautiful Thursday's edition of the program. Now let's go straight to the local scene. We are organizers of Nigerian second tier football Nigerian Nations National League, known as the NNL, has banned teams from streaming matches in the forthcoming Super 8 playoff. Now reports coming in is that the 8 teams will compete for glory in Enugu, including Ikorodu City, Inter Lagos, Madiba FC, Beyond Limit FC, Sokoto United, Nasarawa United, Sporting Supreme, and El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri. In a latter address to the club signed by Abdurrahman Ayo, Chief Operating Officer of the league, revealed that they entered into a partnership with a media outfit that will stream all the matches live. The letter reads, and I quote, "As we all gear up in our preparation towards the event, the league body writes to officially intimate that it has gone into a partnership with a media communication company, Sportslight, that has agreed with the league to stream all the matches of the playoff. Therefore, you are to key into the league's arrangement, as no club shall be allowed to stream independently. Please connect to the league's Facebook page, Nigerian National League, where links to all the matches of the competition shall be posted." This is coming from Abdurrahman Ayo, the chairman of the COO of the NNL League. Now let's shift gears from there. Let's go straight to other footballing matters. Also, bended the journey for defending champions and bended insurers in these years of Federation Cup has ended. Just as the Benin Arsenals ended the competition this year as defending champions after lifting the trophy last season, beating Rangers in the final. They were drawn against the National League side, Wiki Tories. And it ended on a sad note for them. 2 second-half goals from Promise Damala and Uwabali Aremu ensured the All-Stars to Bendel Insurance in at the round of 32. Now, Wiki Tories will be heading, looking forward to see who their next opponent will be in the Federation's Cup. Alright, let's leave that shows. We'll go straight to African football this time around. We'll go to Ghana, where heavy downpour in Ghana has forced the postponement of the clash between Golden Eaglets of Nigeria and Togo. Yes, the game which was scheduled, which is their final group game against Togo at the ongoing WAFU B on the 17th tournament has been shifted to today morning or to Friday morning. Nigeria have I beg your pardon, till today morning. The game will be going down later this morning by 11 a.m. And Nigeria have 4 points from 2 games, the same number of points with Burkina Faso that sit at top on goal difference of +2, while Nigeria has +1. Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Benin Republic are in Group A, while Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Togo, and Mali, and Niger Republic are in Group B. Now the top 2 teams are from each group would qualify for the semi-finals of the 2024 WAFU B under 17 competition. We just hope to win this game later this morning to qualify to the next round. Now let's go straight to the Nigerian Super Eagles, where some of the Super Eagles players may have the lead at the team's list for next month's FIFA World Cup 26 double-header against South Africa and neighboring Republic of Benin. And now news. No fewer than 4 key players comprising of Moses Simon of FC Nantes, Wilfred Truss Ekong of Porkel Salinaka, Samuel Chukwueze of Milan, and Seydou Sanusi of FC Porto are already down with various forms of injuries, even with words of rife. The team's talisman Napoli striker Victor Osimhen might not also be available for the crucial encounters in June. The Super Eagles will take the Bafana in Oyo on June 7 for the March Day 3 encounter, and then travel to face the Cheetahs on March Day 4 in the CAF of the first adopted ground Abidjan in June 10. But the games are barely 2 weeks away. South Africa coach Hugo Broos has already named the provisional 31-man list for their June encounter against Nigeria and Zimbabwe, while coach Finidi George is reportedly sweating it hard on capable replacements for his injured players. Well, Ademola Lookman is here for you. Time and period of next African Cup of Nations continue to generate controversy among stakeholders in Africa, as the biennial competition was initially fixed for the summer of the 2025 by the Moroccan Football Federation President Fawzi Lekja, but the decision did not go that well with FIFA, as it will clash with the maiden edition of the 32-club World Cup that will commence in 2025. Now the updates coming from Cairo is that in Egypt indicate that the executive arm of CAF has agreed to hold the competition between December 2025 to January 2026, but they will still need to ratify the decision. Well, this has become a whole top nail from the African terrain, trying to keep a tab with the African Cup of Nations. Well, let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll glance through tennis, where Novak Djokovic has secured a win and also celebrated it with a cake. We'll be right back. Glad to know you're still with P&B Sports, and don't forget that you can reach us out on Facebook and also on YouTube. On Facebook, we are on Politics and Business TV/English, while on YouTube, we are on same thing, Politics and Business TV/English. Just go there, drop your comments, subscribe, and probably keep the notification button to get other programs are coming your way. Now let's go straight to tennis this time around, as Novak Djokovic has secured a win in his on his 37th birthday as he beat Germany's Yannick Hoffmann in a rainy interrupted match which moved to move into the quarterfinals of the Geneva Open. Djokovic, the 24-time Grand Slam winner, is playing in the ATP 250 tournament in Switzerland for the first time as preparations for the French Open, and recorded a 6-3, 6-3 victory. It made him only the third player after Jimmy Connors and Roger Federer to win 1,100 match on ATP Tour. Now, at the end of the match, the crowd sang "Happy Birthday" to Djokovic, and he was also presented with a chocolate cake by tournament officials. He says, and I quote, "My birthday wouldn't have been the same if I had not won the match," said Djokovic. "I'm very grateful for all the people that came out to support me, and thank you for the birthday songs. Thank you for the birthday cake, and that was very special for me." The world number one is yet to reach a final in the 2024 and will next face either Canada's Denis Shapovalov or Dutch sixth seed Talon Grispol in the opening round. Now Hoffmann won 7-5, 6-2 against Britain's Ademola, who had been playing his first ATP Tour level match since rupturing ankle ligament at the Miami Open in the month of March. We're still maintaining tennis this time around. We'll go straight to the female side, as Britain's Billie Harris is one win away from first Grand Slam main draw appearances after a hard-fought victory in the second round of French Open qualifiers. Now the 29-year-old beat France Manuel Jugunda 6-3, 6-3, 3-6, 7-6, 10-4. On the Paris clay. He could join Andy Murray and Dan Evans at Roland Garros after the British duo were awarded a wild card for the men's double. The 13 other doubles wild cards announced all went to French peers. However, former world number 3 Dominic Thiem lost on his final French Open appearances. Austria's Thiem, who is retiring later this year, fell 6-2, 7-5 to Finland's Otto Vitanen. Thiem was not given a wild card for Roland Garros, where he is the two-time runners-up. On an on-court ceremony was held for Thiem after he lost with a 30-year-old presented with the commemorative trophy. World number 202 Harris is the only Briton left in either the men's or women's qualifier tournament, and he will play 14th seed Valentin Vecherot of Monaco for a place in the main draw, which starts this Sunday. And now let's bounce back to football, and this time let's bounce back to smiling moment. Let's bounce back to the blue moment. The moment where the Blues of Italy, Ademola Lookman, has scored a sensational hat-trick as Atalanta ended its 61-year trophy drought while devastating Bayer Leverkusen's dream of an unbeaten season in a Europa League final at a boisterous Aviva Stadium. But the sides brought a huge amount of supporters and color to Dublin for what was Atlanta's first European final and only Bayer Leverkusen's third finals. Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen had not lost in 51 games this season and were only 2 matches from perfection. But former Charlton Athletic winger Ademola Lookman had other ideas. He placed the opening goal in the top corner from David Zappacosta's cutback, and his second would have light up any European final as he nutmegged Granit Xhaka before bending a fantastic shot into the bottom corner from 20 yards. Ademola Lookman's third was equally as good to stop overbeaten Edmond Tapsoba before he fired into the roof of the net. Leverkusen, whose story has been filled with amazing dramatic comebacks, could not have a comeback this time around, thanks to Gian De Piero Gasperini, the Italian Serie A. And that is the trophy. That is the moment where they raised it up flank, pressed much of his feelings due to the joy he had. Well, European football, different memories, and also memories are full with tears. That was the moment there where the man also celebrated with his parents, talking about Ademola Lookman with his mom and also his dad. the 2026 Champions League final will be staged at the biggest stadium in Europe, talking about the Budapest Polska Arena. UEFA said on Wednesday, after its executive committee meeting they met in Dublin, the 215,000 capacity stadium is the home of the Hungary national team and staged 4 games at Euro 2020 before hosting last season's Europa League final between Sevilla versus AS Roma, where Roma won it. The decision on the host venue for the 2027 final has been postponed until September as UEFA seeks information from the Italian Football Federation on refurbishment plans for Milan San Siro Stadium. UEFA also confirmed the 2026 Women's Champions League final would be held in Norway at Oslo's Oliver Stadium. Istanbul Besiktas Park in Turkey will host the 2026 Europa League and the 2027 Europa Conference League finals. Meanwhile, Germany will host 2 finals. Stadio Frankfurt will stage the 2027 European League final, while the 2026 European Conference League final will be held at RB Leipzig's Red Bull Arena. And this year's main final between Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund is being held at Wembley Stadium in England on Saturday, 1st of June, while Barcelona will face Lyon in the women's final at San Mamés Stadium in Bilbao, Spain on Saturday, this Saturday, 25th of May, and a new bidding process for the host venue of the 2027 Women's Champions League final will also be open, as Stuttgart bid was not considered due to Germany already being awarded the UEFA finals for 2026 and 2027. And also, the FA Cup final is going down in Wembley Stadium later this weekend. Another back-to-back Manchester derby coming in again in a span of 12 months. Let's see how that pans out. Now let's go straight to talking about transfers as we've spent much time on talking on Europe. Now let's go straight to Bayern Munich. We start up with Germany side, just like we ended with in the game. Yes, this man, the man who has made different things for Burnley, he brought them from their championship to the English Premier League. And now, there are possibilities he is moving to bigger teams, bigger clubs. Bayern Munich are in advanced talks with Burnley over the shock appointment of Vincent Kompany as their new coach. The Bundesliga side believe Kompany wants to join them, and the 2 clubs are already aiming to agree on a compensation fee. Chelsea are in discussion with Kieran McKenna's representative about 38-year-old becoming their new manager. Yes, Portugal midfielder Bernardo Silva, who is 29 years old, can leave Manchester City this summer if he so wish. But City are hoping to receive an offer at least £50 million for the Spanish international. Now, England Korea appoint former Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino if Gareth Southgate leaves his post after Euro 2024. And the Argentine Pochettino, who is 52, would be interested in talking to Manchester United this week if they sack manager Erik Ten Hag. But the rumors are still silent in Old Trafford on whether Erik Ten Hag will be remaining or will be leaving. Chelsea had identified a short list of candidates to replace Pochettino and hopes to make an appointment in a matter of days. Leicester City are braced for an approach from Chelsea for their manager Enzo Maresca. Arsenal are ready to move to Feyenoord and Netherlands goalkeeper Justin Bijlow, who is 26 years old, as they expect their 26-year-old England stopper Aaron Ramsdale to depart the club this summer. Tottenham Hotspur are willing to offload the 27-year-old Brazil forward Richarlison to make space for England and Bournemouth striker Dominic Solanke, who has been on the news. Meanwhile, Nigerian Napoli striker Victor Osimhen is set to reject interest from Paris Saint-Germain and Saudi Arabian clubs as he looks to secure a move to Chelsea. This is one shocking news coming in now from the gossips of transfer rumors this beautiful Thursday morning, and this is the first place you're hearing it from. Representative of Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne held one conversation with new MLS club San Diego FC, but there is no suggestion that the Belgian midfielder is ready to move to the club this summer. West Ham are in advanced talks to sign a 28-year-old Brazil centre-back Fabricio Bruno from Flamingos from Brazil there, and Crystal Palace have agreed personal term with Morocco and Real Betis centre-back Chadi Riyad, who is 20 years old, in a deal worth around £14 million. And England goalkeeper Jordan Pickford, who is just 30 years old, has given a clear indication that he will remain with Everton despite transfer interest from Chelsea and Crystal Palace Sporting Crystal Palace Sporting Director Dougie Friedman, 49, has rejected an offer from Newcastle United to replace Dan Ashworth in a similar role and will stay with the Eagles for another 4 more years. Slovenian forward, talking about Benjamin Sesko, who is on Chelsea's radar and Arsenal's radar, will decide before the Euros whether he wants to remain at RB Leipzig or move to England. And now Newcastle are also closing a deal on English defensive duo Tosin Aderabio and also Lord Kelly, who will be free agent when their deals expire this summer at Fulham and Bournemouth. While manager Eddie Howe also wants a Crystal Palace forward Michael Olise at all costs, although the France international is highly demanded by Manchester United and Manchester City. I beg your pardon, and Arsenal. Now Manchester United are not open to sanctioning a new deal for Bruno Fernandes despite their desire of the Portuguese midfielder and interest from a Saudi Arabian side Al Nassr. Well, this is the size of the package this beautiful Thursday morning, and we just hope that Nigerians continue to celebrate winning ways, as this is not the first Nigerian who have won a trophy this season. We have the man, the captain from Porca, talking about William Trust Ekong, who won the Greek. Also, we have Boniface and Adam Taylor, who won the German Bundesliga this season. This is size. Till we meet tomorrow for the Friday's edition and the weekend's package. My name has been Ridwan Musago RMG. Till we meet tomorrow. Bye for now.